Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. Today I'm doing a video response. I don't think I've done one of these before, but I've seen a few people doing it, and this person that put up a question, it was really interesting to me, and well, a lot of people. And the question is, are YouTubers, I've got a piece of paper here, are YouTubers ruining retro gaming and retro gaming collecting? And this is from a fairly popular. His name is RGT85. He's got about 42,000 subscribers, way more than me. But I thought, why not? I'm going to answer the question because I don't know if he intended to actually put the video up to be a question for people. I think he was answering really a question that was given to him. But it's just fun anyways, because this topic does come up from time to time in these boards, in the forums and the Facebook groups and all that stuff. And I guess, some people might have a point. There might be a valid reason for people to think this way. Now, what's happening here is that people are essentially saying, or some people, that all these people on YouTube, the big YouTubers, the Angry Video Game Nerd, just to name one, or, pretty much all of them, they go on do video reviews or video game reviews. They show the games, Nintendo games, Super Nintendo, whatever, Atari. And what happens is the market, it's just the prices are driving up. And people are thinking, well, one's got to be connected to the other. And so the question is that true? And I don't think so, because I started collecting, well, I've always been collecting games ever since I was a kid. And even when Nintendo was out, I still wanted the Intellivision and the Atari games. And yes, at that time, they were dirt cheap. I mean, I remember buying lots and lots of Atari games for like 99 cents. Even Nintendo in the mid-90s, after the release of Super Nintendo, probably even when the GameCube was out, you could pick up Nintendo games fairly cheap. They were like $15, $7. They weren't the skyrocketing prices they are today. I even, just as this an example, like I got this Donkey Kong Jr. cart, and it still has the price tag, and I paid $1. I don't remember where I paid $1, but I paid $1. I mean, I don't know if this is a good example, because I don't think this game's worth much anyways, but I mean, that's just an idea. Like, even this one here, and this was expensive when I bought it, $7.50. I thought this was kind of expensive, and I bought this a long time ago in a just an old antique store. And I asked the guy why was he asking so much, and his answer was, well, you see, this is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, okay. He's like, it's very popular. I'm like, okay, but it's an Intellivision game. Whatever. Yeah, so I paid, I overpaid for this a long time ago. I don't know what the value is now, but the point is, I don't really think that just because a few videos, or, well, several videos on YouTube, go on about games, that the market's just going to go all the way up. It's been a slow, gradual climb. And you have to remember that a lot of these gamers today, well, people like me, we started in the time when all these games first came out. They were all new and stuff. And now we're at that age where, again, we want our stuff back. We want nostalgia. We want to go back and collect old things. And it's not just with video games. It's with toys as well. I got a whack of Transformers up there that I've paid well over $100 for some of them. And, it's not because of YouTube videos. It's just because people like me want to go and get our toys back. We want to play these old games again. We want to have them back. Some people are okay with emulators and all that. And that's another point. I mean, emulators exist. People can play all these Nintendo games. They can download them all on their computer and go to town. So, why doesn't that drive down the price of games? So, yeah, it's a collector's market. And the people who are collecting are people like me who have a passion for the game. Sure, there's going to be some games out there that go for ridiculous amounts of money, and that's going to be obviously supply and demand. I don't want to talk really about the NES Classic and how scalpers get their hands on things and drive markets up. I mean, that just gets a little complex. I just want to stick with the actual retro games themselves. And I was just thinking of, I made a few notes, and, clearly a lot of these sellers, there's no way they all are aware of all these video game channels out there. They don't watch the video game nerd. We do. The collectors watch these things, not the sellers. So, you know, maybe that's a good reason. I mean, maybe we watch it and it makes us want it even more. How many other things get talked about on YouTube? Lots of things. There's tons and tons of videos about almost every single topic out there. And that doesn't drive everything in the market up. I mean, just because people talk about things, is that going to drive the price up all the time? No. And there's, you know, another reason why I'm saying that it's not just because of the videos, but the brands like Nintendo still puts out their NES Classic. There's still emulator systems coming out. They're still pushing the brand. They're still pushing it. And people are going to look at that and go, hey, that's cool. I want to go backwards and find all the old stuff. That's just the way the market goes. I mean, and I'm sure a lot of responders who've already responded to this video pretty much said the same thing. It's not just the YouTubers. It's everything. People want to relive their youth. That's it. They want their old stuff. And, of course, there's going to be a new generation of collectors. I can't leave them out. You know, the people that were probably little kids when the Nintendo or when the Super Nintendo came out, and maybe they like the old systems and now they want to go back and try to start collecting them. Who knows? It's just, it's a hobby, and that's the way hobbies work. I mean, you can't just say, oh, it's one single thing that's going to drive the prices up. It's a whole factor of things. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents into the ring there and see what you think about it. And am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. That's just my opinion. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you subscribe to my channels. Talk to you later.